Hi, I'm Roy from Roy's Garage. Today I'm going to be working on a 1999 Buick LaSabre. I'm going to be replacing the left front, driver's side front power window motor. These are the tools I'm going to be using today to do this job. Two different type door panel removers, long nose plier. This is a Torx screwdriver with a T20 Torx bit, 1/4 inch ratchet, 1/4 inch extension, another 1/4 inch extension, 10mm socket, a 10mm universal socket, small flat tip screwdriver, acid brush, white grease, Dielectric, some spray adhesive, and silicone spray. This is the part I'm going to be using today to do this job. This is a left front, driver's side front power window motor. Okay, first I'm going to be prying opening this panel. This guy is broken, but you just pry it from the front, lift it up, and then pull it forward, and then it comes out. Now we're going to be disconnecting the wires from the master switch. So there's two tabs, one here and one on the other side. We just got to spread it open and pull this thing out. So I'm going to be removing this wire. There's this little tab, you just got to kind of lift it up with a small screwdriver and pull this thing out. So on this guy, you got to open up this tab, and you got to pull this wires out. And this one, you just push this tab in and pull it out. So I'm going to be removing this screw, this one here, there's one here, and one right here. Okay, so on this one it uses a Torx bit. Removing this electrical wire. Removing this screw. And this screw. So I'm going to be prying out the panel. So I got to remove this reflector. So there's another screw in here we got to remove. Okay, I'm going to be using this 10mm flex socket. Removing this wire. So we're going to be removing this plastic piece. So I'm going to be removing this electrical wire from the motor. So this green plastic piece, this is a lock, so you got to pull this guy out. And there's a little tab over here, back here, you got to push. So I'm going to be removing the power window motor. So I'm going to be using some white grease. Just grease up whatever you can, the gears. I'll be putting on the motor. Okay, you gotta line up the gears. So you gotta move the window either up or down. Okay, now we're gonna bolt it up. I'm going to be connecting this electrical wire to the motor. I'm going to be putting in some dielectric grease. Putting in my green lock. Okay, now we're going to test it to see if it works before we do anything else. Okay, so I got the ignition on. It works perfect. So I'm going to be putting the plastic shield back. Spraying some contact cement. Removing this retainer. Okay, so I'm going to be putting some dielectric grease right on in my wires. So I'm going to be putting on the panel. So we're going to tighten up these bolts. Tighten this guy up. Putting my reflector on. Just snap it in. Screwing this guy on. Putting this panel on. Putting some dielectric grease. Okay, line up this pin with the lock. Putting on this screw. Okay, putting on my master switch. Putting on some dielectric grease on my connectors. Okay, connecting my master switch. So I'm going to be lubricating this track with some silicone spray. Just load them up. This is a lubricant. So we're going to be testing it one more time. Perfect. Now you're good to go. So that's how you replace a power window motor. If you have any questions, comment below. Make sure you subscribe, give me a thumbs up, and I see you in the next video. Aloha.